everyone, thanks for joining me. So today I'm doing some work on the Majestic Peacock journal. I'm doing this in kind of a junky style, so I'm using digitals, but I'm going for a junky style. I've made a junky style cover out of envelopes. There's a full tutorial on how to do it. I'll link it in the description box below. So I'll just explain what extra I did to the cover after I finish the last video, and then we'll get inside and we're going to work on some elements. So once my modelling paste had dried, I took two of the same kind of colours but in different shades, one lighter than the other. This is actually Salvage Patina and Peacock Feathers, and with a soft brush like this, not a distress tool like this. Okay, the soft brushes give you a much softer, and they'll pick up on the texture without catching. That these, because they're sponge, they can sometimes catch a bit. So first of all, I'll go over it with the light colour, and then very gently with the darker colour flicked around the edges. Very gently, and just picked up little bits of it because it's quite bright as this one. And then as you can see, my cover has got this like pearlescent glow to it. Okay, so I'm going to show you the product that I used. You don't have to do this. It'll look great without it, but I just thought it was really, really pretty, and it gives it this iridescent glow. And I've used this product here. Now, in my mind, it's very like Wink of Stella, but it's maybe more pearlescent, whereas Wink of Stella's maybe a little bit more glittery. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is called Iridescent Medium, and this one is by Winsor & Newton, and it's designed to go with watercolours. So artists will obviously mix this Iridescent Medium with the watercolours to make it iridescent. But I just dipped my brush on and I painted it on neat. I used the biggest brush I could find that would fit in that in there, and just very gently painted over. It didn't disturb any of the other things. The images had got matte medium on, and it was fine with the texture paste, and I just brushed it on. Wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, didn't really care, and I think it's absolutely stunning. So, and I don't think it was over expensive. I've had it a long time, it goes a long way. So we're working inside now. I'm not doing the cover here. I'm going to layer this up with either pockets or something, but I'm not doing that until I've sewn my signatures in, so then I know how much room I've got. Okay, same here. I'm not decorating this or the back cover until the signatures are in. Okay, so let me just quickly show you, because somebody did ask, and it's frequently asked, how do I know which pages to put where when I'm putting the signatures together? So I'm going to explain really quickly, and then we'll get on with some work. Well, I just kind of do it. So what I always do is I always start with my middle page. This is just my formula. Okay, you will find your own as you grow. And remember, there is no right or wrong way of doing it. You can put your pages together however you like. You can put as many or as few in as you like. There really is no rules. The only thing I will say is that the more pages you add, if you go for a bulky signature, I've gone up to 25 pages before in just one signature. It makes it harder to get the needle through to bind them. Okay, so you just bear that in mind. That is why you'll see some creators, and they do like 5 or 6 signatures with just 5 or 6 pages. Because also the more pages you do, the more these will protrude that way, and then you'll see some people trim them off. I don't always bother. So I start in the middle with my favourite pages. Okay, I'm doing 2 signatures, so I've chosen 2 of my favourite pages, and I like to have decorative pages in my middle section. Some people prefer plain and then put loads of pockets. You'll find your own way. So I start with that. So that would be my first page. And then I tend to go patterned, plain, patterned, plain. And I go like that. And then in between, I'll add other things, bits of ephemera. But I tend to go pattern, plain, pattern, plain, pattern, plain to start with. And then I'll go in and I'll add other things. Like, you know, here we've got an envelope that's folded, wrapped around. So I'm going to put tags in there, a little bit of ephemera, you know, because that's a plain page. I've stacked it with some other things to break up the plainness, and I've done them in different sizes so that so you can kind of see them all. And then what I also do is normally quite close to, well, it doesn't really matter, but in this instance, I've done it close to the middle page. I'll get a selection of pages, like here, we've got a guest check. We've got some plain writing paper out of a notebook. We've got a dictionary page, and we've got some music page that I've put texture paste on. So I've got a collection of 3 just random book pages out of my stash next to a decorative one. And I do like to stagger the sizes so that you can, when you open it, you know, you've got all them different sizes. You can see the pages, and it's just interesting. Okay, so that's how I do it. I don't always do it exactly the same. And the other thing that I do is very often, whatever layout, if I'll do one, and when I've got the layout how I like it, I'll do the same layout. As you can see here, I'll do the same layout in the next signature. It just makes your life easier, so you're not having to rethink every single time a different layout. But you will find as you experiment, you know, you'll find your own way. Sometimes I'll fold pages in a specific way, like that is the same page. Okay, if I fold that out, I can show you that that's the same page. So by folding that way and putting it in there, then I've got that half of that page and that half, so it's the same page and it's flowing. Sometimes you can do that as well, and that's another interesting way of doing it. Anyway, so today I'm going to be working on, so I've added some random things out of my collection as well. I found these little paper bags just kicking about. I only had 2. I thought, oh, perfect, I'll use those. I've done some stenciling, I've inked the edges, and as you can see on this music paper here, I have added some modelling paste. I'm going to be doing a video on different ways of decorating junky pages. Okay, basic ways, easy ways. So today I'm working on here, on these envelopes. So I've got one in each signature. So I'm going to remove them, leave my signature open so I can remember where they go. Okay. And this is a really fun thing to add to your journals, to personalise them, to make them how you want them. Okay. And again, you can do this anywhere. You can use any kind of envelopes. And what I've done is I've stenciled both sides of the envelopes so that I've not got a blank canvas. I've already got something on there, so I don't feel overwhelmed. And then on one I have cut off, what have I done? This one I've sliced the top open, okay? So then it will be a top loading pocket. So when it wraps round, you'll have a pocket there and a pocket there. And this one here, I wanted to do a side one, and I have trimmed it off. I have trimmed it. So I've got it open at the side there, so I've done them different ways. Okay, so what we're going to do is decorate these in an interesting way, and then you can put your tags in. So simple. So I'm literally just going to have a think what I want. I think I could. So I've printed some of the images down 4 to a page to make them smaller. Okay, so you're getting the same image, but you're getting it in a smaller proportion, and that makes for an interesting pocket straight away. Okay, really, really lovely. And you can layer up with some, that's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to, and I'm just using my ruler to rip. Okay, and we're not going to do true pockets with the scarred edges. We're just going to do tatty pockets where you just glue the sides, and it should just fit a small piece of ephemera in. Okay, so that's that one. And then I want this one to layer inside it. So I'm going to have to trim it off a little bit smaller. So let me see, 2 about, and I'm literally just layering it in. I'm giving myself maybe just over 1/8 of an inch. Okay, I'm not even measuring it. 1/4 of an inch I've got there. Not even measuring it, okay? And I'm just going to rip it with my ruler. And then let's have a look there. But I want to make sure I've got an even border all the way around, else it'll look a bit pants. And then now my decision is, do I rip the flowers at the top or the bottom of the peacocks? And I think I'm actually going to just rip the bottom of the peacocks. Okay. And then I'm just going to really quickly ink that. And really quickly ink that. very fast and very quick. Okay, so I'm actually going to, so I'm going to just glue this on 3 sides, okay, onto there as well, because then it's all about opportunities. Say I wanted to put another little tag in there, I can put a small tag in there. So we've created 1 pocket, okay, and then we're going to put this on here. Where's the top? And again, we're going to do the same thing, just glue it on 3 sides. So then we're creating another pocket. It doesn't get any easier. It really doesn't. Things don't have to be complicated, okay? Just make sure you've got plenty of glue on, so that whatever you put in doesn't fall out, okay? And then you could work on that further if you wanted. I could maybe seal those images with some modelling paste, add some stamping or some wordage. Let me have a think. So then I've got opportunity for a pocket there. Oh, where's the rest of my tags? I've got opportunity for a pocket here. Okay. I'll stagger them like that. And then in the top here, I've got room for maybe a guest check. Okay. A guest check like that. And then maybe we could... Let's have a look. What else have we got? You could even put your ephemera in like that instead of tags. That looks really nice. We can decorate the guest check further by adding, let me find some scraps. Here's my scraps from when I collaged my cover. And we can literally just add extra things on. Okay, I'll actually put that on the back, because then when you, in fact, let's do this. Put that on the back, and then when you turn it around, you've got something interesting on the back. Okay, but let's find some paper clips. Little paper clip. Add that on there. And then we can stick that in there. We could even have that like hanging over. We can slide it in like that, so that that's hanging over, like so. That looks really cool. Okay. So that it's like so. And already we've got interest, and you just carry on adding and adding different things to it if you so desire. So here I've got some of my scraps, for example. So let's have a look what we could do. I can use my ripping ruler, and I can just make myself some like washi tape strips from that bit. We've got a long piece. Don't want to rip those are ephemera. Don't want to be ripping those bits. Let's rip some of this. Okay, and then I could do with some slightly plainer. Let me just look at my scraps. And here I use this page to fussy cut from, so I'm going to take some of this script. Okay. That way. No, we'll do it that way. Okay. Move some of this out of the way. Some of this out of the way. And then you can just start and have fun with a little bit of collage maybe. Some there. Put that there. Okay. Then we've got these. And we can just layer up. I like it just layered up like that. I think that looks pretty cool. Okay, and then you could put some little words on there, or you can grab some of your ephemera and you can stick that on there like that. And then that on there like that. In fact, we'll have that one there. And then on this side here, I'm just going to move this up. I might add some more paper. Let's have a look. There. No, we want the colourful one in the middle. Let's have a look. There we go, like that. Just scrappy bits, and then we can move it over a little bit, and we can have this here. Okay, and then that could even be a tuck. Okay, so let's get those glued on. So I'm going to glue these together first. Okay. And then add my fussy cut like that. And then you'd add a word there. Okay, so we'll just put some glue on my fussy cut. That there. You can leave these plain for journaling. You could stick on some more paper. You could cut out some lined paper like so and glue that on so it's specifically for writing. You can do whatever you want. There's no right or wrong. Okay, and then I'm going to glue this on 3 sides. And again, I've got another tuck. Just making sure I stay away from the crease so there's plenty of room for it to still fold. Okay, and that it's fairly straight. And let's see if I can find... No. Let's see if we can find a word. Let's have a look. What have I got here? Quite like that. So these are just words. I just save my words from freebies that I do, things like that. I save them and I'll just use them, and it doesn't matter if they're not the same. You know, if some are in, like this one's in black type, black background. If some are in this format, it doesn't matter, mix and match. Okay, so I've got enchantment there. I think that's from one of my freebies that I've done on my Facebook page. Okay, so now I've got opportunity again. If I can just find my little fussy cuts to add another little tag in there. Okay, don't like that one, it's too green. What's too green is that one? We'll have that. Okay, it's a bit samey, but never mind. And let's just finish this little bit off that we were doing down here. And I'm just going to glue this straight on. This doesn't need to be a tuck. There's enough going on. We don't need a million tucks. Okay, I'm just layering it up. I'm just going to glue it on. And it's just a little bit of decoration. If you want more structure when you're doing this kind of thing, if you don't like the rippy look, then cut them into banners. Cut them into banner shape if you like more structure. I don't always like scrappy looking things, but I think sometimes it looks nice. And this is meant to be a junky feel journal. Okay, and then I'm going to add that on there like so. So that's all nicely decorated there. Okay, and then we can do something else on the back. We could, let's have a think, what could we do? Let's have a look, what have we got? Quite like that. We could just do just a little pocket and not overcomplicate it. That's what we could do. Not everything has to be all singing, all dancing. This has already got quite a lot going on in a very basic way, but it's functional and it's pretty. Okay, things don't have to be difficult. Okay, so again, these were printed for to a page. I'm just going to glue it on. Oops, 3 sides. Stick it on. Okay, let's have a look, see if I've got... That's quite nice, isn't it? Enjoy the simple things. I could add that there. I could just put it there, but I don't want to cover up that little peacock. It is enjoying that drink of water there. What have we got here? I need to make some more. Oh, I like that, believe. Don't know where that's come from. Another one of my freebies, I think. I need to make some more words. That's my task for this evening, is to go through my stash and make myself some more words. Okay, and I just like, can you see how I've just peeked? And this is just a tiny detail, but that's the edge of the pocket, and I've just peeked that just over the edge. It gives a layering effect. You might think it's something and nothing, but tiny details like that make things look more fun. More fun. And then in here, what can I have in here? Some more tags, maybe? Another tag there. I'm not going mad because I've got another one to do. So we've created a very, very simple, have I got a word for there? Very, very simple design of pocket there out of an envelope. Using the digitals in just a slightly different way. Yeah, it's going to have to go over that peacock, unfortunately, but I'm not too bothered. Okay. Put something in the top of here. I might just put in... Do you know what I might just do? Let's have a look. So I might just get some pieces of note paper. I'm going to literally just fold them in half. I'm going to use whatever's left on my brush here. Oh, I've just snapped that brush. I've just snapped my brush. Oh dear, that's not good, is it? Maybe don't press on so hard with these plastic brushes. Can't believe that's happened. And that's just adding a little bit of interest to there. When you're flicking through the journal, okay, you've got a little bit of colour. Nothing major, just a bit of colour. And then this can go just in the top here. And it's extra journaling. So out of just that envelope and very, very basic ideas, we've got quite a lot going on. We've got a pocket there. We've got 2 pockets there. We've got a pocket in the top. We've got interesting ephemera there. We've got a tuck there. And we've got extra journaling here. I mean, that's pretty impressive for just a little envelope, I think. And yeah, so just want that peeking out so you can see that gesture. And then that will go back into my journal. Okay, let me bring my journal over. I've left my page open, and that's going to go in here. And that is the most easiest things that you can do to decorate a journal with interaction. Okay, and then when you open that bit, you've got that. You can lift it up, you can write there. And then when you come to the other side of the journal, it's interesting there as well. Okay, and you've got extra journal in there and a little pocket there. So I think that's pretty cool. I think I'm going to go and come up with some more ideas, and I will be back in another video. Some of them ideas I'll share, some I'll just do a show and tell because they'll be, you've probably seen them before. So go and have a look what you've got in your stash. Use your bits and bobs and create interesting envelope flips. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.